Kato, how you doing?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm
What's
Nigerian,
your
by the way.
okay? Okay, well, thank
Yeah.
you for telling me. What's on your mind tonight, Kato?
Well, honestly, I used to hate FBA hate, not really FBA, but the ideology before I got it. But now,
Can you speak
I
up a
think,
little bit, Kato?
can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I said I used to hate on the FBA ideology before I got it. So now that I understand it, I kind of support it more than most FBA because I get it now. So I was previously on a FBA platform, and I heard several Africans trying to gaslight people into accepting their ties to Africa. And then I asked them one simple question: that what is the benefit of being tied to Africa? What is like a significant benefit of having this tie to Africa that they are trying so hard for people to have? Like it is like a disenfranchisement if you look at it. Africans come to America and they want to be American. Americans are not going to Africa like that, but somehow you want them to be Africans. So it makes no sense. The best way for America, it's like people invite you to a cookout and then you get a seat at the cookout and then you start fighting with people who invited you to the cookout. So it's been on my mind for a while to just, it's not like an apology, but just to say that I get it now. FBAs don't need to be African. There's no benefit at all to being African. There's no benefit in having a connection or tie to Africa. Africa is a failed continent. We've not been able to figure it out. I'm a Nigerian in Nigeria. Most of my friends want to travel out of the country. There's no benefit to being here. There's no benefit to sitting out here. We all try our best. I mean, I'm an architect. I do some work here and there, but people who work as security guards in the US, they make more money than doctors here in Nigeria. Security guards in the US make more money than doctors here in Nigeria. And they want America to disenfranchise themselves by associating their lineage to Africans. How do they compete with the whitey people with that kind of mindset? So it's like Africans have not been able to accept the fact that even though we share the same skin color with Black Americans, they are Americans. They are equal to the whitey people.
You got to land the plane at some point, though.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I just wanted it's a little bit I'm
You
passionate
can
about it
finish.
because I
He's a
feel like
panelist just like you. I run
yeah,
this. I run this. Go ahead and finish, sir.
right.
He
So
a
I mean,
Nigerian as well. That's Tether Think Tank. He's one of the biggest tethers
oh,
I ever met in my
I
life.
got it.
Uh,
Yeah,
you know, you gonna see he's something. I don't hate him though, but he's definitely opposed to FBA, and he's the biggest one I ever met in my life as far as being a tether. And his name is Tether Think Tank, and he's also Nigerian.
yeah,
So that's
yeah.
why he wants you to be quiet.
Yeah, I might have come across his panel on TikTok before, maybe supported some of his previous claims, but I disagree with anything that wants Black Americans to be tied
It's
to
all
Africa.
good.
It's not an advantage to y'all. It's not a benefit in any way. It's just Africans, guys. Like there are several other ethnicities, several other racial groups in America
Yeah.
who
Okay,
are
we're gonna land
even
your plane,
younger
though, okay, though.
here. Oh, okay. So that's all I got to say. Thanks
Yeah,
for
but you
yeah
know
letting me
what?
speak.
People
Yeah.
entitled to change they mind. The way I was thinking 5 years ago, you know, some things I've changed. I don't think that way today. So you know what I mean. So we appreciate it. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Right.
Tether Think Tank.
Salute, salute. Can you hear me okay?
I absolutely can. Can you share your ethnicity with the room?
Yes, I am Igbo, but I'm a strange kind of Igbo in that I am eligible for reparations. So shout out to you. Um, so yeah, what's on my mind is several things. So first thing, we're moving. America is moving into an era where there's going to be a Hispanic majority. that is 50%, more than 50% of the population will be of Hispanic origin by 2040. So I wondered, how does calling yourself FBA benefit you in an America where more than 50% of the people are Hispanic, and have no white guilt about slavery, have no they don't have any connection to Jim Crow, or any of that. This is the future of America. So I don't see how calling yourself FBA will benefit you in that regime. And how does calling yourself FBA or indigenous help you in a future where many of the jobs are going to be AI? So will calling yourself FBA stop AI from taking your job and displacing you economically? So I want to understand how does these fussy titles that you call yourself change the future dynamics that we're moving into. And finally, citizenship is not identity, it's infrastructure. So I have, I'm a dual citizen, and I just picked up a third citizenship in a country for tax purposes. So holding citizenship in a country, why is that your only identity? Like, is your identity something, your ethnicity should be your identity, not your citizenship. So help me understand why your citizenship is the center of your identity, and not your ethnicity. So Igbo, before my parents told me I was Igbo, before I was black, before I was Nigerian, before I was American, I was Igbo. So why is your identity your citizenship and not your ethnicity? And I'm gonna land on that.
I was gonna say he's the type of person that believes in iRobot into reality. So you watch the movie iRobot and you think that computers and AI are really going to take over our jobs. That is completely impossible. And it's very stupid and ignorant to even think that kind of way. First of all, AI or a robot cannot replace my job at all, period. There are certain jobs in America that computers could never take over. Secondly, too, my father is a engineer, a robotist, okay? And and he lives in the Philippines and already lived in China. And he already made it clear that that is not what's going on. So you're sitting here talking propaganda, tether think tank. And if you keep talking like that without, being factual, you might just be flagged on here. So say allegedly, and I'll land my plane.
Any panelists wanted to respond?
Yeah, I was gonna say, why does he think that that is gonna affect only Black Americans? That's an American problem. So to feel like AI taking jobs is gonna affect a specific demography alone is disingenuous. It's an American problem. If other ethnicities or other racial groups can adapt to AI, why can't Black Americans do the same? So he's just pushing a false narrative to fearmonger
I can
Black
respond.
Americans into accepting other ethnicities, and it's false.
Yep, hold on. I got a little something to add to it. I wasn't gonna add nothing, but I just feel like, you know what I mean. Black Americans, we not a people that just run all over the planet. Because your question was, why do we hold citizenship so important? Not only citizenship, we hold all this land so important to us. Our race, our ethnicity, our citizenship, our ancestors are in this soil. Our ancestors' blood runs deep into this soil, like, for hundreds of years. We're not gonna just up and leave it. We don't know what that looks like, most of us. That's why you so confused, because you come from a lineage of people who flee all over the planet. That's not our story. We don't want to leave. We love our homeland. We loved it before it was the United States of America. Tell the think tank, you need to, I know it's hard for you to grasp why would the people be so dedicated to a landmass, but that's what makes us so different. We not gonna be running around to your country or nobody else's country trying to make a way for ourselves. We stay here. That's why you able to come over here, because our ancestors stayed here. They didn't flee. They stayed and fought. They stayed and went through all the hell y'all people sold them into, the ones who was sold over here, because a lot of us was already here. So I'm just saying, you'll never understand. Y'all will never understand nothing we going through, because y'all are so different from us, totally different. So
Can I
you
respond?
can keep
Can I
talking all that
can I
trash you
wanted
want.
to
You
I
can hold on, American. You can keep talking all that trash you want to the think tank. We not leaving our country. AI can come. We still gonna make a way, like we made a way before AI, before any other thing that was here on this land. We gonna be just fine, okay? We want y'all to go home though and fix up y'all country so y'all can have a land to be proud of where y'all don't ever want to leave, and maybe some ancestors will be there for hundreds of years. Like the majority of y'all ancestors will be on a situated land mass for centuries, and y'all can know this feeling of pride.
No, we've been in our landmass for thousands of years, so we have that. But my thing is this,
Ain't
right?
no pride,
I have pride in my ethnic group. I do.
but you not there. How
I
can you
still
be
I still have
proud?
a home there. I still have my home
But
there.
why you ain't there? You should be over there fighting, making your country better, instead of so worried about telling us something.
I'm here for the world reserve currency. That dollar is it's a very good thing. So, but my question though was, in a future with a Hispanic majority where most of the people are going to be Hispanic, the new white folks will be Hispanic, right?
Hmm.
How do you convince them? How do you convince them that, okay, I'm FBA? What
We
does it
don't
mean?
got it. Ain't no
What is
convincing. Hold on, y'all mistaken on who the hell we are. We are the Black Americans. We ain't got to convince none of you motherfuckers. If we stop spending our coins, all y'all gonna be crawling to go back to y'all homelands. I'm not gonna call it out their name, but y'all will be begging. Y'all don't want to play with us. None of y'all want to play with us. Ain't nobody better than the Black American over here. No, no,
right?
no, 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 no Nigerian, no Jamaican, no Latino, no Hispanic, no white person. None of y'all. No Asian. None of y'all. All y'all fled. All y'all immigrated here. We are the only non-immigrants. Y'all got us fucked up.
I only mention that to mention that. Well,
But who
President Marco
cares about the
Rubio.
damn 4 foot tall Latino? Asians over there whooping y'all with belts. We saw the videos. You think we give a damn about a Latino? A Latino will never run this country, ever.
You don't think Marco Rubio will be the next
Never,
president?
never. They will never run this country, okay?
I don't
Never,
know. I don't
never,
know.
never.
Okay, time will tell. Time will tell. But
Yeah, and
if
you
there
starting
is,
to piss me off. Go ahead, American, and
okay.
somebody else.
I was gonna say, he is.
If
Wait a
this,
minute. He hates that we have some kind of ethical, um, more pride when it comes to us being connected to this landmass they call America. Number one, we are the only ethnic group that has not been homeless. Okay, you want to come here and talk about someone being misplaced and why we shouldn't have, question our ethical pride. We should have ethical pride because guess what? This is the land of our oppression. Okay, and we still haven't run. This is the land our ancestors unalived, and we still did not run. We walk on top of our ancestors every single day. Okay, and we still have not ran. A Nigerian could never say anything to me about being a misplaced people. Okay, you guys don't even know who you are on that continent of Africa. Y'all don't know who y'all are. Y'all are not the original Nigerians at all. You don't have your original language. You don't, y'all are all mixed up over
we
there,
do,
them
man, we
tribes.
do.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Because if I start speaking something to you, you're not even gonna know what I'm talking about. But you claim that you're Igbo.
Yeah,
So please stop, because while you need to wait a minute, that's what you need to worry about. You guys are a misplaced people. So the most confused person in the world is up here telling us that we shouldn't have ethical pride about where we haven't been homeless running around this country like bums. That's what y'all do. That's what Africans do. When you have a whole home to go back to, you're running all over the planet and everybody's sick of you. You get kicked out of everywhere you go. You're not welcome there, but yet you still go there knowing that you're unwanted. So that's what you need to be thinking about.
Thank
And
you,
the
Dr.
question is,
Will.
what's on your mind? And that's what's on your mind. You have no life, sir. You need to get a life, something that makes you happy, because obviously you're not happy. You wondering about Black Americans.
Well, ma'am, I do have a lineage in chattel slavery, so I'm concerned. This is genuine concern.
You, you know what, Heather Think Tank? You the biggest troll in the world. Let me tell you something. You're an agent. I wonder how much they're paying you. So everybody in the comments, I just want you guys to listen to him, because this is a form of what you call and what we shall now from here on call Black supremacy. Let me tell you a little story about the Africans. A lot of them have been very complicit in YT supremacy. That is why they act like Black supremacists. That is what they are. They have always teamed up with the clear man against us,
I'm
even
just a
back
tether,
then.
ma'am. I'm just a
No, you
tether.
don't get to talk anymore. You don't. Hold on. They have always teamed up against us with the YT man. They did it then. They are the descendants of slave sellers. Okay. So just know who we're dealing with. Now, the audacity for the descendants of slave sellers to come all the way here
My
to,
people were
to the
sold, ma'am. My
descendants,
people were
to the
sold.
descendants, to the descendants of slaves who have built this country, whose ancestors have unalived and who their suffered on this land to build it and to be on it, to now come over here, the descendant of slave sellers, to tell us that we don't really belong here and we have no place. And this is the audacity. This is the Black supremacists called Africans. And what I want you to do is I want you to tell your people to stop defecating all over the world. They're kicking people out in Canada right now. Your people, they're kicking them out. They're defecating all over the beaches and the sides of Canada. And Canada is disgusted with it and they're just tired of it. I think those are the things you should be more concerned about and not what we decide to call ourselves, because it's none of your business. No matter how much you trash FBA, we're still going to be FBA and we still going to go hard. And I land.
But you said, what's on my mind?
This
I
is the
told you.
land.
Why are
This is
you mad?
We're thriving in a land of our oppression, and this is the land for your opportunity. We are not the same.
Hello.
Hello, hi. What's your ethnicity?
You know, I'm a FBA to the day I die, you dig?
Okay, what's on your mind?
No, I just wanted to let that African know, man, the black man in America is the original man. You know what I mean? He ain't going nowhere and can't nobody replace him because God made that choice. You know what I'm saying? So we've been through special circumstances that allow us to be special people. You know what I mean? So we got a whole lot of great things coming. You know what I mean? And the rest of the world just gonna have to wait and see what happened with us because we gonna be on top. You know what I mean? Because
Thank you,
we we,
Dr. Will.
we was brought here on the western coast, hit in the head and laid in a shallow grave, and lost the knowledge of ourselves. So we getting that knowledge back, and we gonna reclaim our crown because we was here before anybody came here. We the original peoples of this planet, this whole America. The black man was everywhere in the world before slavery, before any time, because the earth was his, and he had the opportunity to choose what part he wanted to be on, and he gave the Europeans the worst part of the earth, which was Europe. And just to let him know, I'm gonna land right here, brother. Africa was named after a white man, Africanus. Africa, that's not the original name of Africa. Africa is not the original name. That name was named after a conqueror who came and conquered Africa, named Africanus Benucci. That's it. Go look that up. He conquered you, bro, and changed the name because the name was Asia. You know what I mean? So they carved it all up and made it what they wanted to be, and then gave it back to you and your people, so you could use a name that really verify that you was conquered as well. So I'm gonna land my plane right there, and we gonna keep on going as FBAs because we got great things coming. Thank you.
Amen.
Love's World.